Hey, Jackie.
Church mess.
Well, it is a controversial situation. So, you know, we had Bishop Weeks on Monday. He was a guest on Inside the Story, and he talked about his relationship with his estranged wife, Juanita Bynum, and his alleged physical abuse towards her. You may remember Bishop Weeks says he did not hit her. He accused Miss Bynum of basically lying on him and introduced us to his new book, What I Learned About Love, in which he said he provided details of what happened in their relationship, including that night of the alleged fight. Well, this morning, as you mentioned, the book has been pulled. Those who ordered it will be getting a refund, according to Bishop Weeks.
How soon?
And I don't know, but you won't be getting a copy of the book.
Need
It
to
will
find
not be released. But if you go to the website, which is really interesting, whatlovetaught.me.com, you will see an 8-minute video apology from Bishop Weeks to Miss Bynum.
8 minutes?
8-minute video apology. He's sitting on a couch and he's basically apologizing to her for things that he has said. And he said that he will not be doing any more media interviews. He said, you know, he wanted to call me and talk to me, and we talked for a couple of hours, but he said he won't be talking to anyone else.
A couple of hours?
Yes, we did. He gave me some very interesting details about his relationship with Miss Bynum. But let me tell you first, because I heard you guys talking about this, while we wait on her brother, Tom Bynum, who is supposed to call in, Mrs. Bynum's publicist set this up. And so he's supposed to call us this morning. But while we wait for him, let me tell you that the book has been canceled because Bishop Weeks told me that if he released it with the details that are in there, this is a quote, he does not know if she, Miss Bynum, would ever have an official ministry again. That the details in there would basically ruin her.
But what about his ministry? These details in his part in this wouldn't ruin his ministry?
He says that throughout all of this, he is telling the truth, and you know, he says he has several text messages from her that
he still has
proof that he is saved, and he said he will show those in court if this goes that far. And those text messages, he says, are proof that he is telling the truth about that night. Miss Bynum, after we did the interview with him where he said he didn't hit her, he pushed her off of him. He says that, you know, actually that night that they met, he told us in the interview Monday, they were not reconciling. He actually said that they had reconciled the night before, including having sex. Forgive me if children are listening, but he said that they had reconciled their relationship the night before. That next night they were meeting again for dinner. Now they were estranged. He said that she left the relationship back in June, but they had seen each other, they had talked throughout that time. He had even, according to him, helped her with a conference that she does every year in Florida over the summer in July.
But who was that the bellman pulled off of Prophetess Bynum?
Well, here's what he said.
As her
He said that he said she got upset with him. They were having an argument at dinner. He got up, walked away. She followed him. He said in the parking lot, you know, when she was coming from behind him, he turned around and she started hitting him. You know, they were face to face. She started hitting him, and he said the rage that she had, he said, came from. He said she was on medication.
What does that mean?
He said she was on medication.
She was under the influence, he's alleging.
Okay, we got Tom Bynum on the phone.
Okay.
All right.
Mr. Bynum?
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so let's straighten this down. Now, Mr. Weeks said that he did not hit your sister that night in that Atlanta hotel parking lot. He says she was hitting him, and he just pushed her off of him. What do you believe happened that night?
Well, first of all, if the Tuesday that, 2 days after my sister, after the alleged incident, I flew to Atlanta to see my sister. The bruises, the injuries, the scars that was on her body could not have come from just a simple push, unless he pushed her downhill and she rolled another 100 yards, or he pushed her out of an airplane.
Now, he says she created those bruises on her.
Well, Jackie, she was in the middle of shooting a movie. I was with her on the movie set in Georgia. So why would she do this right at the top of her career, right time where she's shooting a movie. Who would do that?
Now, he says that he loves your sister and that she did this because she was on medication. He says that she is on several prescription drugs.
Okay, I don't know anything about the prescription drugs, but I do know that this facade, that he's in this image of being this person of
Tom Bynum,
yes.
as her brother, how come you didn't go over there and jump on Bishop Weeks? You're a brother.
That's a good point. When the incident happened,
Yeah.
I was in Chicago. I live in Chicago.
But when you got to town.
But when you got to town,
But weren't
and
the
I've
police
met you,
involved
you're a
at
big
that
guy.
point?
You can take him, I know. Why didn't you go over there and jump on him and defend your sister?
Well, you know
But
what?
weren't the police involved at that time, Mr. Bynum?
Yes, the police were involved. But by the time I got there, it was 2 days later. The night of the
So?
incident, I was one of the first calls. And it was really too late to get on the plane. And, but trust me, I was trying to get there. Believe me.
Well, listen, why did he pull the book? He says he did it because the details in there would destroy your sister's ministry. Why do you think he pulled this book and put an 8-minute apology on the website of the book?
Well, the reason I really think he pulled the book is simply because, number one, I don't think there never was a book. This guy has lived his life charade. This was all smoke and mirrors.
Might be him calling now.
I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
Come on over here. You want to jump on something? Bring that on over here. Bring that on over here.
Go ahead, Mr.
I hear you
Bynum. Tell us
talking.
about the book.
I'm sitting right here waiting.
So you
So you say you think he pulled the book because of what now? Go on.
said smoke and mirrors, sir?
Yeah, I think it was smoke and mirrors. I think the book and the whole conference, I think it's ludicrous. I think it's like a punk fest. Me personally, I really believe that he pulled this book because there never really was a book.
What was
I
it?
think
Can I just ask, what's a punk fest?
Well, what I'm saying is, when I say a punk fest, I'm simply saying that it's a cheap way to go down swinging.
Okay.
Now, he says that they reconciled actually the night before this alleged fight in the parking lot, and that they have been having sex. Is that true? Were they reconciling?
Not to my knowledge.
What did your sister say?
What did she say about
What did she say
what?
to you about those nights? Where he says they spent the night and then the next night where they met.
I don't know anything about the night that they spent the night.
What about the night they met?
The night of the alleged incident?
Uh-huh.
That night...
Did she start it or did he start it? What did she say about
Right.
that? What happened? Who hit who?
Well, supposedly, he pushed her. You know, that's all I know is that he pushed her that night.
Is there a history of him beating her up, or is this the only incident? Because it sounds like this is the only time.
No, this is not the only incident, but that's something I can't comment on, but it's not the only incident.
It's not the only incident.
No,
Did she ever hit him?
Did she ever hit him? Not that I know of.
Okay. All right.
Well, Mr. Bynum, we thank you for calling in.
Okay.
Where's that punk fest? Tom Bynum. Brother of Prophetess Juanita Bynum. Jackie Reed inside the story.
Interesting situation.
It gets weirder and weirder.
Messier and messier.
Yeah, churchman.
Thanks, you guys.
Talk to you in a few, Jackie.